I hear you.
What? Arcane Tales number 22? What am I missing?
So this is a game that has cross-platform play, and they enable it by you joining the name of the room, all of which sounds like, it's an actual comic issue.
Okay. I guess I should switch over to actual gameplay here. Yeah,
So
there
you'd
we
click online multiplayer and then find game and put in Arcane Tales number 22, and you should be able to join the game I've set up.
Alternatively, you can do the thing with the link, but that requires you not have launched the game yet.
Yes,
because
and I guess I
weird.
could... Well, let's blame Steam.
All right,
I
so
will blame Steam.
I still have
Yeah.
no idea how to play this. Never
You ever
played it
played
before.
Magic the Gathering?
Yes.
Then you know how to play this.
Okay.
It's basic stuff. So the great thing about the computer game is that, if you don't mind my expounding a bit on the virtues of this translation of the game,
Nope, that's fine.
it handles all of the stuff that you'd normally need to know and do yourself with the villains and the environments, and you just need to focus on playing your hero and doing the best you can with it. And since you don't know what any of the heroes are, if you just pick a comic book character that you like, I can point you towards the hero that's available to you that is going to be most like them.
Okay. Let's see. Who would be... I like, Flash. I think is one of my
Okay.
favorites.
Tachyon.
Tachyon?
Yep.
Tachyon would be the closest analog.
She is a super scientist that is a super speedster. Her big thing is building up momentum and then unleashing it in big hits.
Okay, cool.
She's a graveyard manipulation style deck in Magic the Gathering terms, where you need to get enough of a keyword into the graveyard to unleash your big effects.
Okay. We will see
well,
how it goes. And Crunk says, all the fun, none of the fiddly bits. And hi, Crunk.
Agreed, Crunk. Finn, do you have a preference? I might just grab Legacy to be the support bot and let Saf do his thing. Okay, then.
I was actually trying to right click and left clicked instead.
I will bring in America's Greatest Legacy.
Which is locked
To-
for me, so I guess this is it has expansions.
You have access to all of the characters and all of their variants. You can unlock the variant by clicking through the variants and then just picking to unlock it. Or you can do the achievement-based challenge to do it, some of which are extremely finicky. It's all about building
The right story.
the right story for the unlock to happen.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to be dealing with Baron Blade, who's your typical Lex Luthor type supervillain, and fighting in Megalopolis, which is your typical city. This is pretty much the beginner game that's suggested for people to learn how to play. The generic structure has the villain moving first, then all of the heroes going in turn order, so it'll be me, then you, then Finn, and then the environment does something, and repeat.
Okay.
And there isn't any out-of-turn interrupts or timing or anything that you'll need to worry about. All of that's handled by the computer.
That's cool. So I guess I hit ready? Yep. Okay.
Yep. Oh, come on, you're not going to narrate for us, Seth?
Okay. Paul Parsons, I bested you once, and now I shall do so again. That's
You remind me of your father. I'm afraid to say that's not a compliment. But yeah, it's a silly, hammy comic book game.
Sounds fun to me.
Blade always starts with his mobile defense platform, which makes him immune to damage. while it exists. We can destroy it by doing 10 damage. And he starts by playing Devious Disruption, which doesn't hurt us because there are no ongoing or equipment cards. However, it's going to do damage to us because we don't get to do anything about the damage he gets to hit all of us for.
Oh, okay.
I am a nemesis of Baron Blade, which means he does extra damage to me and I do extra damage to him.
So do I hit start game or?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot that I'm like narrating what's happening on my screen, but it's not necessarily going at the same pace for you because it's asynchronous multiplayer.
Oh, okay. All right, Devious Disruption. That's what you were talking about.
Yep. And the damage is happening automatically on your screen because me and Finn both clicked choose for me. Okay, so my turn starts. I start with 4 cards in my hand, and I get my choice of what to play.
How do I? Can I look at a card? Okay, right click.
Yep, you can click. You should be able to click on things and look at cards. We're playing with open hands. And I'm going to put down Motivational Charge because that gives me a power that I can use. You always play a card, then use a power. That's your basic turn order. Tachyon gets to add things onto that by being a super speedster. So I'm going to punch the mobile defense platform for 2 melee damage, which will heal everybody slightly.
Okay, cool.
And that's my turn. Now it's your turn. Oh, at the end of your turn, you draw a card. But once again, the computer handles that and you don't need to think about it.
No thinking. Yay. So definitely a chill game.
Yep. All of this stuff happens automatically in the tabletop game too, but, well, it happens mechanically, but someone has to manually do the automation.
Right.
All that automation is handled by computer game.
Destroy 1 environment card or 1 ongoing card. Which
Yes.
I don't know what either of those. Do we have something like that already out that I need to take care of? Guess not.
If you'd like, I can explain keywords to you. That's the other major thing about this, and is very important to Tachyon's deck. If you take a look at the little bar underneath the artwork on every car, there are a collection of words there. For example, you're pushing the limits has ongoing, limited.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are keywords, and they have effects on the way the game works. So blinding speed, which is what you were looking at, can destroy an ongoing or environment card of your choice. The environment cards come from the Megalopolis deck, and ongoings are things that various characters have, including villains. Currently, there are no ongoings on the board, except on my board, I have the limited ongoing motivational charge that gives me that power. You could destroy that.
Oh.
That wouldn't help us.
No. Yeah. I'm going to play up to 2 cards now. Quick Insight, draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards.
Mm-hmm. Now, you'll notice that Quick Insight has Burst on it.
Mm-hmm.
Your Burst cards are your momentum. The more Burst cards you have in your trash, the more effect certain other cards have.
Okay.
That's your build-up mechanic.
So Quick Insight might be a good one to play at the moment.
It can draw 3 and discard 2, and then you'll have more cards, 1 more card in your hand and 1 more burst card in your graveyard.
Right.
But check out what pushing the limits lets you do.
You may play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. At the start of your turn, Tachyon may deal herself 2 sonic damage. If she takes no damage this way, this card is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So basically what this card is it's like one of her signature abilities. While it's in play, you move super fast, but you have to keep hurting yourself to keep that speed up.
Okay. Interesting.
And when you play that, you'll get to play one more card because you get to play an additional card during your play phase, starting as soon as it's in play.
Okay, is that so? Are you voting on me to play that card, or?
It's up to you. I'm just pointing out that, like, this is a game that you can play solo and that one person could end up being the ringleader on. I'm just trying to point out your mechanics.
Okay.
So that you know what choices you're making. And also to give you an idea of the basics. From here on in, I'm probably going to try to keep my mouth shut on advice and let you ask questions if you have them.
Okay.
It's like the biggest danger of co-op games is having the referee take over and end up playing everybody's turn. If you've done any co-op tabletop gaming.
Right. Let's see. I have to discard 2 cards. I don't want to discard those, I don't think. I guess this for now might be a bad thing, but I don't know. Find out later.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, by choosing to discard burst cards, you are improving some of your abilities, but your burst cards are useful.
This is true.
But you are improving some of your ability.
I see you started with a nice hand, Finn.
Did I?
Oh, do I get to play another one?
Yeah, because, you get to discard another because of quick insight.
Well, no, at this point, it's time for you to use your power.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So that's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Cards that give you a power will have that circle P symbol on them.
So reveal and replace the top card of your hero deck. You may discard the top card of your deck. Okay. Click below to confirm. Okay.
Rapid Recon. You have revealed Lightspeed Barrage. Would you like to discard it to your trash?
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, that lets you cycle the top of your deck and choose to always either make sure you're drawing something you like or discarding something you don't care about, is what her main hero power is.
Right. Right, so it's no longer my turn.
Correct. It is now Finn's turn.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought like focused apertures plus onboard module installation was pretty much the goal starter hand for this guy.
I mean, kind of. I'm also not super awake yet.
Or coffee for Finn. We've got Rooftop Combat. All damage is increased by 1. Oh, I've got my card set to move too quickly.
Does that include The damage we do to him?
Yes, all damage.
Okay.
If we deal non-hero character cards 10 or more damage in a single round, then we destroy the card. So if we punch the villains hard enough, we knock them off the roof.
Okay. What is this part?
Well, he plays a card from the top. The villains do start of turn stuff, then play a card, then do end of turn stuff. He played the powered remote turret, which at the end of the villain card deals 2 damage to each hero target, +1 for each mobile defense platform in play. So we're all going to take 3 damage.
Right. So what is it having
Expected
me
with
do?
4 damage.
Oh, so
Select the first target to be dealt damage.
oh, okay.
And you can click choose for me, and it'll just go through the list, as we don't have any effects that would alter, like... Ow. Rooftop combat, right. Well, good thing I brought the pulsing. I got the heal card off early with Legacy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got cards they want to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna punch that turret. I think we should focus on first, but try to stop the incoming damage. But we do have to worry about Baron Blade's special mechanic. With Baron Blade, at the start of the villain turn, if there are 15 or more cards in the villain trash, Baron Blade's Terralunar Impulsion Beam activates, pulling the moon into the earth. Game over.
Oh, well, that's not good.
We need to deal him 40 damage and force him to flip to his other side before that happens.
Okay. So we need to take out the flying thing first, right?
We can't damage him until the mobile defense platform is destroyed, correct?
Right.
Legacy with a powerful 1-2 punch takes out the turret and bolsters the ally.
Sorry.
All right. Do-do-do-do. Just looking at my cards real quick.
Yeah.
Still getting used to what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do-do. I don't think I want to do that at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and play. Yeah.
Tachyon launches a hypersonic assault, dealing every non-hero target 1 sonic damage, and anyone who takes damage this way will be unable to do damage next turn.
Unfortunately, that's only going to be the platform.
Oh,
At this
darn.
time. Because the mobile defense platform is protecting Baron Blade from damage.
Right, so I should have saved that. Okay, that's fine. I'm learning.
There is an undo option if you want.
Yeah.
But I don't think you need to use it.
I'll
I don't
learn.
think you need to use it, but it is an option that I would certainly encourage.
I like playing the game without the undos.
Each player may draw a card. You may play a card. Do I want to discard? Nope.
Deck cycle and more burst. Always good, right?
Yep.
Oh, right.
So how's chat today, by the way? Good.
Glorious.
I do like the way the game is made. The whole comic book style, flipping the pages and stuff. It's very cool.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh,
Really?
Just the living force field.
Ah. Well, I mean, it's an ongoing.
This is true.
It's not like we can deal damage to him yet anyway.
Alright, so I'm going to slow him down by playing a takedown, which will prevent villain cards from being played until the start of my next turn, but will cause me to take extra damage, and go back to punching the defense platform and the booster rockets, I guess. For a little more healing for everybody and a little less mobile defense platform existing.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Ow.
Alright.
Hello, Fugsy.
Wait, didn't I have...
What are you looking for?
Thought I had something to get rid of an ongoing.
You did. Blinding Speed. You discarded it on your first turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You can go ahead and... Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. Launching a lightspeed assault on the mobile defense platform.
Yeah, that'll get rid of it at least. At least it should.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I save that one?
That's up to you. I think you've got 3 of them in the deck. When you cycle your deck, you do refresh it.
Okay. Oh, then I can use my power.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 3 more damage from a single source. You may redirect that damage to the target of your choice and destroy this card. No, I don't want to get rid of that. That sounds cool. Alright, so the platform is gone. Feel free to do damage to him.
I might be missing something necessary to do damage to him.
You are, but you've got the card to fix it.
I should, yeah.
Hey, Fugsy.
That's better.
Yep, there you go. I thought you were going to start with that.
I usually start things a little bit slower.
Hey, fat dude.
We've done a little bit of damage to Baron Blade for the first time. Hooray!
Yay! A thing happened.
We're stuck in rooftop combat until we deal 10 damage in one turn.
Right.
Baron Blade gets to play nothing because Legacy took him down last turn. Everybody have more cards. And I will have a go at Baron Blade. Put that nemesis to great use, to good use. And get everybody a little bit more HP. Absolute Zero can absolutely be a silly hero, and you can actually one-shot yourself pretty easily, yeah.
Okay.
You can play with up to 5 players in this game, Grimtides and Crunk. You can have 5 heroes, and each hero can be controlled by one individual player.
Absolute Zero is one of my favorite heroes to play.
Let's see. Actually, I want to do this one.
Cool. Oh, nice.
All right, and then what was the other one I want to do? I want to play that one. Oh, I get to play one more. That's right. Okay.
Yep, you played a card that lets you play 2, and then you play a card that lets you play a card. Momentum is building. Acceleration is happening.
Peace.
Because that is what Tachyon do.
Deals 1 target, 1 melee damage. You may draw a card. Yeah, I want to see what's after that.
Hey!
That works. That was a good choice. Yay.
Yes, indeed.
You did good. Yep, the whole point of that first card, the one you discarded, Nimble Strike, is just to be another burst card you can easily cycle into your trash. And keep the flow of the deck happening.
That's what it felt like, which is why I stuck it there. Because I saw the burst on it, and I was like, hey, let's just keep going. And I've got a lot of stuff in my hand to make me draw cards. So I was like, let me see what else we got. So you can play this with up to 5 players?
Yep.
That's cool.
And they can play it from any device that has it. PC, Android, iPad, I believe, are where it's at.
So are we ready for rooftop combat to go away?
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't
He
matter to
takes
me.
damage either way.
Wow, he just took a lot of damage.
Once that Absolute Zero is a slow setup character, but once basically those 3 pieces of equipment are in play, he can start doing a lot of damage frequently.
That's nice. See, that's what's going to take with me is learning the decks.
That's like all the fun of the game, is learning the decks and playing the different combos and going after the different unique villain mechanics. That basically is the entire game.
Right.
Oh, you pulled another one too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll keep pulsing that healing. Uh-oh. Hostage situation.
Right.
Baron Blade summons a Blade Battalion, which attempts to go after Tachyon, but Tachyon, being the speedster she is, redirects the attack to Baron Blade himself.
Yes.
Now, because of the current hostage situation, we are not able to play hero cards. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard 1 card each to destroy the card. I have nothing that would be able to stop that, and neither does anyone else, so we're going to go through the entire turn only being able to use powers. So, I'll pop a motivational charge. I'm actually going to punch the Blade Battalion to drop its HP some, because the damage it deals is based on the current HP of the card. And that will also heal everybody for 1, because that's what Legacy do.
Well, I certainly need the healing.
Still have more HP than I do.
For now.
You'll be fine. You got like 2 cryo chambers in your hand.
I can reveal and replace a top card, so I'm not very useful other than playing with my own cards.
Unfortunately, the quickest woman on Earth default Tachyon's power is kind of lackluster compared to the variants.
I'll have to go looking through those. You want to discard 1 card from your deck? No, not this time.
Good call. Fleet of Foot is basically a free cycle card. It's the card when you get it in your hand, you throw it out there every time. Absolute Zero burns himself to activate his thermal transducer with his focused apertures, deal massive cold damage to the Blade Battalion, dropping them down to a single hit point and basically removing them as a threat. And now the negotiation happens. Do all players agree to discard a card?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Legacy will discard one of my extra fortitude since it's a limited ongoing anyway. Tachyon will discard.
Let's see. I don't know. I guess out of all of them, this one.
Sucker Punch would have been my pick too. Absolute Zero is going to get rid of.
I'm not sure. Advice? Yeah, you're right.
That requires your card play and your power, and all it gets you is to draw 3 cards. You've got 2 other heroes on the team that give you a lot of card draw, and backup copies of all of your important equipment. Ooh, and Cramped Quarters Combat has come into play. All damage is now melee damage and increased. And there's another one of the mobile defense platforms that we're going to have to burn through before we get to take out Baron Blade.
Oh,
Blade
yay.
Battalion goes after Tachyon because Tachyon has the highest hit points and does extra damage thanks to Cramped Quarters Combat. Cramped Quarters Combat can be particularly bad against one of the other villains because they have cards that are immune to melee damage.
It's also particularly bad for me.
Oh, true. Yeah. Well, it's only one turn, so you'll have to decide if it's something that you want to get rid of or not. All right, let's keep building up our pool of ongoings with a surge of strength, increasing my damage, and punch that mobile defense platform hardest. Shiny foily card. Because I adore these devs and I adore this game, so I spent an extra $4 so that I could have virtual foil cards.
They put out one deck dungeon too.
Available. Yes, one deck dungeon's pretty good.
I haven't played it yet. I still need to get it if I'm going to, because I've actually considered getting the actual card game before.
I mean, I would absolutely play one deck dungeon with you because it's a 2-player game too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Punch the platform in the face. Fuxi says, I hate to admit being embarrassed, but I have to admit being embarrassed by the number of times I had AZ punch himself in the face doing Freedom 5 unlocks due to close quarters combat. Actually, I think the way you've ordered that acronym, it becomes combat close quarters. Combat cramped quarters. Ooh, I get to draw a card that lets everybody draw a card from the card that you played that lets everybody draw a card. Ah, there's another power.
Destroy one target with... Okay. Alright, so what did I just get?
Cards.
Yeah, okay, destroy... Okay, I already knew about that one. I'll take care of that one after he's dead. That's the one sonic damage thing. That... I still want some more burst cards first. Then I got that. Okay. New ones. Draw 2 cards. Discard a card. Okay.
It's a good alternative power to the base Tachyon's hero card power.
And you're recommending I get rid of Sucker Punch again.
Sucker Punch is just not a very useful card.
Right.
Especially against Baron Blade, where you want to try to keep, like, having a 1 or 2 hit point Blade Battalion in play is more useful than in the trash against him, at least until after we get him to flip.
I still got to get rid of one more.
Mm-hmm.
Any suggestions this time?
Because
I don't know. Good. I don't know which. Yeah, they all are good. So it makes it.
Out of those, if I were in your situation, I would probably toss the Hypersonic Assault, because I know Baron Blade doesn't tend to put out a lot of targets that deal damage, and Hypersonic Assault's at its best when it can shut down a whole bunch of targets from dealing lots of little hits.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Research grants, you're going to get into play. Pushing the limits, I probably would have played like at the start of the game. Lightspeed Barrage, you're going to want to build up enough burst cards. Actually, you can check by hitting the Lightning Bolt. You currently have 11 burst cards in your trash.
That's pretty good damage.
So your Lightspeed Barrage can punch for 11 at the moment. Once we get that mobile defense platform taken care of next turn, you might be able to one-shot, take out the rest of what Baron Blade has in his hit point pool.
I just got another pushing limits.
Well, you have it at the top of your deck. You can
Right.
choose to throw it into your trash if you want.
And actually, I'm gonna let that one go. I don't want to take 4 damage every turn.
Well, limited means you can only have one in play.
That's right. Okay.
I have played so much of this game, like in the physical format before the actual game came out. I own all of the physical expansions.
Okay.
And then I bought all of the virtual expansions. I love this game, and I think Greater Than Games are a fantastic game-making company.
So, do you think you can do 6 damage before my turn?
Yes. Especially if I have Tachyon's help. I can guarantee 3. I can do 5 more if I have to. Ooh, right, cool. Impale on Baron Blade. Good choice. Heck, you're gonna do some of it yourself. Oh no, it's gonna be you're gonna skip your power phase because otherwise you're punching yourself in the face.
Yes.
And there goes close cramped quarters combat.
Thank goodness.
Traffic pileup. Players cannot draw cards until we clear out the traffic pileup, which has 10 hit points, or can be removed by a remove environment card. Slash and burn. Baron Blade hits the hero targets with the lowest HP for 3. And then the hero target with the highest HP for 5. So now we have to decide, since we all have the exact same number of hit points, who has the lowest HP. I'm going to vote Tachyon.
Okay.
Since Absolute Zero does pulsing damage to themselves, and we're better off sticking the big damage on Legacy, since I can put some self-healing and some self-damage reduction into play out of my hand.
I was actually going to vote myself because I can just do some cold damage to myself to heal.
Yeah, but I want to keep you pulsing damage.
Okay.
All right, so everybody's got cards they want to play, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother bolstering allies right now. Danger Sense would protect me from the environment. Should I be punching that traffic pileup, or are you going to blazing speed it away?
So my impale is useless personally until we get that mobile platform gone.
Correct.
Just as a reminder.
But that question was mostly aimed at Saf.
Oh,
All right.
I can. Which one's the one that allows me to get rid of those?
So the traffic pileup is an environment card.
Yeah, so I can do blinding
speed.
speed. Yeah.
Yep. Are you planning to do so?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I wasn't catching that you were asking me. I still
that
looking
case,
at cards.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm going to rely on Saf to do the extra damage. I'm going to drop out Fortitude, and I will motivational charge the defense platform. And I miss out on drawing 1 card.
All right, so what are we talking about where I'm doing damage? What am I supposed to be damaging?
So, you have in your hand the capability of both taking out the traffic pileup and the mobile defense platform this turn.
Okay. Yes, I do. I just got to remember how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I know I can do blinding speed.
That'll take out the traffic pileup.
Right, but then how do I take care of the other one at the same time?
Well, you need to be able to play 2 cards if you're going to be able to do that.
Right. So where is... Oh, that would be this time. If I use this. Right?
Pushing the limits?
Yes. Or
I don't see on my screen what you're clicking on your screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unless I look
Pushing
at
the
screen.
limits is the one that I'm thinking I need to play first.
If you play that, it'll let you play another card this turn.
But only one more card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm confused how I can get the blinding speed and the damage done at the same time. I need help.
I didn't think that through. I didn't think that through, actually.
It's fine. It's only 2 damage that we're missing out on from the impale if we wait another turn.
Yeah.
We're not missing a lot. On the other hand, the traffic pileup is a huge problem.
Yes.
So I would say focus on the traffic pileup, but definitely push the limits.
Yes. Okay. Pushing the limits, and then I'm going to play blinding speed to destroy the traffic pickup. Pile up.
Cool. And now you'll be able to draw, like, what, 2 cards at the end of your turn? Yeah. I keep forgetting Tachyon doesn't have a punch power, and pushing the limits only gives you 1 extra card the turn you play it.
Let's see. Deals 1 target 2 melee damage. If that target dealt Tachyon damage since your last turn, she deals that target 2 sonic damage. Okay. I'll keep that one for now.
I quite like that card, because you can usually rely on something having damage Tachyon, especially the villain. Oh, hey, there you go. That one's a cool one.
Dragon platform.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Oh, hey, Colon Blast. That lets you start. That's a pretty cool card. I don't think I've seen that one before. Lets you kind of double dip on the fire damage you deal to yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't come out a lot, but there are times when it is very useful.
Since the end of your last turn. So basically, Frostbound Drain is where it becomes the most useful. Or against targets that deal fire damage, I guess.
Yeah, it specifically targets that deal fire damage, because any card I play is not actually going to trigger it.
Sure it will.
Because any card I play is during my turn.
Right, but it's since the end of your last turn, which includes during your turn. And it's a power.
I guess you're right. Well, we'll get it out there because it's the most interesting thing to get out there right now. And then we'll finish off this platform.
Also, if I get my ring, that'll I can start feeding you more power usages.
Yes.
Without giving up the pulsing healing, which I mean, I think the pulsing healing is why we're all doing pretty well and not concerned about our hit points right now.
Agreed.
Ah, that jerk of a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we'll definitely take care of it this time around. Paparazzi's is on the scene. Heroes cannot use powers. We're too busy posing for the cameras, I guess. Or, you know, not showing off how destructive we are. Blade Battalion punches absolute 0 for 1 damage, and there's a backlash field. The first time Baron Blade is dealt damage by a target each turn, Baron Blade deals that target 3 lightning damage. Yuck.
Wait, what?
Paparazzi goes away at the start of the environment turn if we all discard 1 card. Baron Blade's basically got a lightning barrier. If we punch Baron Blade, we take lightning damage.
Oh, that's no fun.
Everybody gets to draw some cards from... oh, right, I can't use powers. I was planning on motivational charging, but there's no power usage this turn.
It is kind of an issue.
Everyone's got more cards to BAP... to discard. Tachyon pushes the limit. And now gets to play 2 cards.
Yes, I get to play 2 cards.
Now you've got a potential combo in your hand if you play your cards right.
Literally.
Like, exactly, yes. Let's see, I got draw cards, draw 2 cards, discard a card. That's a power. Can't play powers right now, so it doesn't really matter to get it out there. Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 melee damage. Alright, the light speed barrage would be nice, however... I'm gonna have to ask about the combo in just a moment. If Tachyon would be... How many plays do I get? How do I know how many plays I get?
You kind of just gotta know.
Okay.
You've got pushing the limits on, let you play an additional card right now. So right now you have 2 more plays in front of you.
Okay. Because this would be nice to have at the moment. Oh, wait. I got a question. The synaptic interruption.
Uh-huh.
So if I did damage to him and then he did damage to me, could I redirect that back to him?
Yes.
As long as it's 3 or more damage.
Interesting. And ongoing means just stays out here, right? Like
that is correct.
Like that is always there. Oh, it's telling me to play a card.
Yes. There's a AFK timer basically that if you don't play a card, start your turn within 60 seconds of the start of your turn, everyone else gets to vote on what you do instead.
Okay. What's the combo you are talking about?
The one that I was thinking of is using Accelerated Assault or Sonic Vortex, your choice, to take out the mobile defense platform and the Blade Battalion, and then punch Baron Blade. Then Baron Blade would punch you for a few damage, and then you could use Supersonic Response to double punish Baron Blade because he's dealt damage to you.
Where's Supersonic Response?
The one where she's destroying the shadow-looking guy.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And the alternative can also be to play Synaptic Interruption, then Accelerated Assault, and then redirect his own damage right back to him. That is also a good combo. And hilarious because you're moving so fast that you're forcing him to accidentally take his own lightning shield damage.
Right. So the one that I was thinking about was a Synaptic Interruption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to play that card and then play... Which one would be the next one that I do?
Well, both Accelerated Assault and Sonic Vortex will hit everything that's on the field. It's just a choice of, do you want to do 1 damage to everything, or... and, wipe out the mobile defense platform, the Blade Battalion, and do a little bit of damage to Baron Blade, or 3 damage to everything.
Let's do 3 damage to everything.
Now, the order that you do damage is very important.
Right. I need to make sure to do the platform first.
You need to make sure to do the platform before Baron Blade.
Right. So we'll go ahead and take care of the platform so I don't screw up there. Platform's taken care of. Then we can get rid of the blade. I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Does it matter which order I do it at this point?
I don't think so in this circumstance.
Yeah, I don't
In
think so
this
either.
circumstance, it doesn't.
I do love that the sonic vortex is literally you run in circles around them, breaking the sound barrier over and over again, pummeling them all with sonic booms.
Right, now he's going to take the 3 damage. But then I go, no, you're not.
How does that even work? And because it's the first time Baron Blade has dealt damage to Baron Blade this turn, his backlash field hits himself.
And that is the best part.
And now, since you can do damage to up to 13 targets with the Sonic Vortex, it asks you if you'd like to continue doing damage to different targets.
I'm guessing doing 3 damage to any of us would not be useful at this point.
I don't see a utility to it.
I don't see a benefit, but it would be kind of funny.
I just got another research grant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yay! You have impaled Baron Blade for 2 damage. And he
Ooh.
has smacked you back with the backlash field. But at least you don't need to worry about backlash field for the rest of the turn.
Don't have to worry about backlash field for the rest of the turn.
That was an interesting combo, and I did not expect him doing damage to himself, causing him to do damage to himself thing. That was funny.
All of the cards are extraordinarily literal in this game.
Hey, Pirate of Old. How are you doing today?
This is what I would have done as well, Finn.
Now, the burst cards are still there for me to use.
Until you finish cycling your deck, yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't expend them. They stay in your trash. If you click the lightning bolt, you can always see how many.
Right. Yeah, we gotta agree to disagree. I mean, agree to... Yeah.
Let's see. I've already got a motivational charge in play, and I don't think he's got any ongoing destruction, so I'll toss that.
The one ongoing destruction he does have was the first card he played.
It's the optional one. He's got 2 of them in the deck, I guarantee it, but...
I got 2 research grants, so I figured getting rid of one of those is probably a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
Gee, I wonder what you're going to throw away.
Cryo chamber.
I don't believe you. Goodbye, paparazzi. Hello, plummeting monorail. This is one of the friendlier places for us to be fighting, too. Oh, and we get slashed and burned. There's no choices this time because it's very clear who has the least and the most hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. He's very low on the hit points, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got 5 hit points. If you can deal him 6 damage, then he will flip.
I think I can. Like,
Which
with my
for you is
card
only
play.
5 damage.
Well, if you can flip him before my turn, then I can hit him again with pretty large amount of damage, I think.
On it. Back fist strike. Wabam.
Because it would be good to... Because I'm guessing once he flips, he gets a whole new... Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's his mechanic for flipping. Every character has a way to flip. Every enemy, anyway. They're all different. His max HP gets reset to 30. The villain trash is placed on top of the villain deck, which means both of those mobile defense platforms are back in there. Except mobile defense platforms are moved to the villain trash from the deck. Then the villain deck is reshuffled, and at the end of the turn, he's going to deal the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage.
Okay.
Really wish the force field and the backlash field would go away.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to.
And I think you're right.
We're just going to have to pummel ourselves into near somnolescence.
I may need to spend a turn healing.
I don't think you're going to have a turn to heal. I mean,
yes.
Half of his hit points are already gone, and he doesn't know it yet.
Alright, I gotta look at all my stuff again. Destroy one environment card. I could do that.
That will do
one.
The 2 targets with the highest HP 5 melee damage each. That would suck. But
Which one would?
the plummeting monorail.
Oh.
But that
Yes.
includes him. So if he has more hit points than us at the start of the environment turn, then he takes 5 melee damage.
Well, at the moment I can play 2 cards. This I know.
Mm-hmm.
Tachyon does 1 target, 2 melee damage if that target dealt Tachyon damage since your last turn. She deals that target. Blah blah blah. I know one of them needs to be Lightspeed Barrage.
Absolutely.
But what I'm thinking about doing is getting rid of his living. Wait.
I would say the backlash field is a bigger problem than the living force field.
I can do that. That'll increase my burst yet one more time, and then I'll Lightspeed Barrage him.
I have a very self-destructive approach to this game.
Okay.
Are you just now realizing that?
I would have definitely just gone straight for the Lightspeed Barrage, taken the backlash damage, and used the supersonic response to do even more damage to him.
So that means...
Yes, it does, Fugsy.
So in that particular case, I would have to use supersonic response first? No.
Nope, you'd use it second.
Okay.
And you'd end up doing... you'd probably end up doing about the same amount of damage either way, though.
Yeah, so I think I want to do it the other way, so that way we can get rid of the other one. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that we're only going to have... Like, the backlash field is only going to be doing damage to us a few more times. So... My goal is for the enemy to have 0 HP, while my at least one of my heroes has 1 HP. Anything more than that is bonus.
Alright, so backlash field or living force field?
Now, my normal reaction is backlash field.
I can get rid of plummeting monorail?
Technically, if we really want to burn this man to the ground, living force field would let us all get more damage in.
Oh, I think you're right, Fugsy. Yeah, it would work better that way. You would supersonic response. The first hit would call... I don't know if that works, but it'd be worth testing, Fugsy. Because supersonic response does 2 separate instances of damage, the idea is that maybe you could punch him with supersonic response, take the backlash, and use that to do the supersonic response's second hit of damage. I don't know if that worked, but it's amusing to think about. But you're not doing that anyway. You're blinding speeding away something.
Yes. So I'm asking for a vote on which thing I should blinding speed away.
I think living force field.
I'm abstaining. This isn't the path I would have chosen anyway.
Okay.
So it's on you. This is antithetical to my general playstyle.
Alright, well then I'm going to Lightspeed Barrage him.
Well, okay.
What? What am I missing now?
Oh, I was just going to say the alternative would be to test the supersonic response theory, but
Oh.
you're going. It's fine. Thok.
Look at those hit points go away.
He is no longer among the top 2 HP.
Look at those hit points go away.
And then I can use a power. What am I getting? Another hypersonic assault.
Hypersonic assault would be really good right now, but it might be one turn too late.
Actually, I'm going to get rid of that one and let's see what comes up next.
There you go. Your other special, which lets you play an additional card during your turn.
Would have been
In
nice
fact,
to
you drew
see
2
that.
of them.
Would have been nice to see that a long time ago.
Yeah, that's the one problem with, like, if you don't get Tachyon's HUD goggles and pushing the limits early, she's only half of the speedster she could be.
It is true. So, my hit points are going away.
Uh-huh.
He's down to 10.
Well, I can't quite do 10.
No.
I think I can do something like 6. Probably closer to 5, actually. Well, 5's the best I can do. 5's the best I can do.
So what are you going to do?
Blow up a cryo chamber.
Oh, that's one option, sure.
I'm open to other suggestions.
Well, I would start the turn by playing both of your onboards.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually.
You get to draw and play a card. Might as well thin your deck and possibly get something better.
Zero atmosphere is so situational.
Yes. It's most useful against Absolute Zero's nemesis, Voss. Or, no, Tempest's nemesis, Voss. Don't. Well, that didn't get you anything better to do.
It didn't, but at least I tried.
Mm-hmm.
Now to throw in a cryo chamber and heal myself instead of...
See, that's still not what I would do.
What would you do?
I would play modular realignment.
I guess modular realignment does...
You'll deal yourself a fire damage, which will let you do 2 cold damage to Baron Blade, and heal yourself for 1. Then he'll hit you for 3, and then you'll get to use your power, which will be either, which can be Coolant Blast to do 3 more to him.
Alternatively...
See you later, pirate. Enjoy your appointments. If they're good. If they're not,
Hope so.
still try and enjoy them.
Yeah, no, that is what I do.
I think it ends up being the same damage and dealt to him and less damage dealt to you than the alternative. Oh, right. The Impale already caused the backlash field to go off.
Yep. Oh, that would have been nice a long time ago.
Right? Ow. You're good. You're good.
I'm good.
At the start of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their ongoing cards. This card deals any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card 3 psychic damage. At the end of the environment turn, one player may discard one card. Oh, yeah, I'll discard a card. Goodbye. Fuck. Baron Blade calls another Blade Battalion, who's going to punch me in the face for 5 damage. Oh, no. First Baron Blade's going to punch me in the face for 4 damage, which gets reduced to 3. And then the Blade Battalion's going to go after someone else because they have the higher hit points now. That someone else turned out to be Tachyon.
Ouch.
And then I'm going to Back's Fist and Motivational Charge Baron Blade into dust.
Yay!
Because he dealt just enough damage to drop him down into my finisher range.
Yay, we won!
Yes, we win against Baron Blade on Standard.
Yep. I would like to point out that single-digit hit points is usually where Absolute Zero ends the game.
Are you kidding? We've got 23 hit points between us. That's amazing.
Not bad. How long is another? That one took a while because I don't know if I can. I can only go to 3 because I got a lot of other stuff to do this week.
I mean, it probably won't be much faster if we're not just redoing the exact same thing. So.
Okay, then I'm probably going to end the stream early today. But this was awesome learning how to play this. So
I think Finn needs to bow out as well. So.
Okay, well then now, and then maybe we can get some more people playing next time. Maybe we'll try this again next Wednesday, so that way I can actually learn to play it more than once.
Yeah, I'd up for playing anything, playing more of this anytime you'd like. Oh hey, they've got Season Pass 2. Comes with Vengeance, Villains of the Universe, which I already have, and then we'll get 3 more goodies, including Oblivion. That's new. That hasn't. This is my first time hearing about that expansion.
Yeah, Oblivion has been out physically for a while, but
I don't own all of the physical sets yet.
Well, yeah, that sounds good. So next Wednesday we'll play this again, and
sure.
So that way I can learn more about it and
if
try
you have any
a different
time to
hero.
like get a casual game in between now and then, just like ring me or something. You don't have to stream it every time.
Oh, I know. That's fine. Yeah, there's times when I just don't feel like streaming.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
this was good.
Yeah, I had fun. That was fun. So I will talk to chat later, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and go get some more stuff done because this week is just kind of busy because of the birthday, and then I got an anniversary on a Friday. So that which reminds me, I need to go make sure that I change my schedule where I have no evening stream on Friday because I won't be here, so it's going to be hard to stream. So
yes. We'll try to announce that it's happening a little bit in advance next time, Belgabor. This kind of happened as a spur-of-the-moment thing because my brain is goo.
And actually, I'm having fun with it, and it is chill, and it's just the right kind of game for me and you to play together. So, and I like it.
Yes.
I've been wanting to play.
As long as I can restrain myself from being the backseat commander.
It's okay. I need to learn, but I've been wanting to play board games and card games with you, so this is like the next best thing. So
cool. I mean, if you really like this game, then I might even be able to find a way to make some of the expansions magically appear for you. I'll have to see, because I got a bunch of codes for this way back when. I don't know if I still have any of them that haven't been used up. We'll find out.
Yep. And yes, Crunk, it is a Friday the 13th anniversary, which makes us very happy. We actually wanted to get married on Friday the 13th, but most people don't show up to weddings on Fridays. And it was going to take a long time to get to a Friday the 13th because we met on a Friday the 13th. And so we're actually happy the anniversary is on Friday the 13th.
Cool.
We're the
Ridiculous
opposite. We always
and
have
cool.
good luck. So all right, so everybody have a good day. I'm gone.
Likewise. Catch you later, everybody.
Later.
Thanks for hanging out. I need like